Hello friends, this is the next part of the research proposal which I had mentioned earlier, evaluation of teaching quality research proposal. I repeat once again that I'd love it if one of you from any college, any university, any institution take up this research. I shall be very glad to help you, although physically I am not really fit to travel at all. But please take up this proposal, because this will be a great thing for India. It is not easy, there is a lot of things to be done, but it is extremely important to be taken up. So, this is why I have made this presentation as a research proposal. In the last lecture, the green letters at the top indicate a comparison of instructional dimensions. What are instructional dimensions? Clarity is an instructional dimension. Perceived outcome of instruction is an instructional dimension. Simulation interest in this course subject area is an instructional dimension. Organization is an instructional dimension. Course organization is an instructional dimension. These are instructional dimensions. These are also called teaching behaviors. There are various names to it. But what we are looking at is a correlation, not really a correlation. The arrangement in order of highest correlation to lowest correlation. Arrangement in terms of correlation. Okay? Let us say course organization, I have lost the arrow. Teacher preparation, one part of the teacher preparation is course organization. So, this course organization, its correlation with overall teacher rating, This means correlation with what the students are saying. It is not that absolute performance in the examination. We are not comparing the two. We are comparing overall teaching. So, students think that course organization comes sixth. They think clarity comes second. Simulation of interest in course and subject area comes first in determining teachers' rating. Now, if we look at the next one, look at this one. This is student achievement. This is not opinion. This is not student's view. This is student achievement. What is student achievement? Multi-section course taught by n number of faculty. Multi-section course of the same course in a multi-section institution is taught by n number of faculty, and it is seen that a particular faculty, his students are always doing better than all other faculty. The faculty concerned has no control over the examination, no control over any manipulation is not possible by the faculty, but his students are always doing better. So, that is student achievement. And we find that if you look at student achievement, then the organization, course organization takes priority over anything else. One, the correlation average R of student achievement and course organization is 0.57. Course organization with student achievement correlationship is 0.57. The clarity of presentation by the faculty with the student achievement in the examination, the grades, is 0.56, which is number 2. The perceived outcome of instruction according to and their correlationship with the student achievement is 3. 0.46 is the correlationship. Simulation of interest in the course subject area and student achievement is 0.38. So whatever the students say, if you compare with the student achievement in the examination, it is 0.38. But quite interesting to see something else. If you look at the bigger picture, the first 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, organized in order of priority, and correlationship 0.57, 0.56, 0.46, 0.38, 0.36 are the same, almost the same area as the student achievement. You'll find course organization, clarity, perceived outcome, simulation of interest, encourage. These 5, 4 are number 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. The order may have changed a little bit, but these are the factors which go towards making a faculty a good teacher. And this is proved by both rules. 1, by looking at overall teacher rating by the students. 2, completely ignore the 2 students' views and look at the student achievement directly. In both ways, it is the same. And here is more interesting story. He compared the 2. The red one, the student achievement in the examination, and the green one is students' views. Course organization is number 1 in student achievement. That's obvious. Getting marks is easier if the faculty organizes the course properly. Clarity is 2 in student achievement, but overall teacher rating is the students' views make this clarity as 2. So you see the almost the same instructional dimension: course organization, clarity, perceived outcome, simulation of student interest, and encouraging questions. These are 5.5. These are the ones which come in the first 5, 6, 7. This you would have never found out unless you did this correlation analysis. Now, it's so easy to write this clarity. Clarity, course organization, simulation of interest, if these are good things, what do we want teacher rating to be? We want to find out teacher rating so that we are able to give him feedback and say that improve on these issues, then your rating will go up. So one of the major purposes of finding teacher rating is to be able to easily improve teaching. Would you be able to do that here? If we say clarity of presentation should be good, should be improved, what does that mean to you? What is clarity of presentation? Or what is simulation of interest in the course subject? What exactly does that mean? Now we introduce 2 new concepts, 2 new terminologies: low inference teaching behaviors and high inference teaching behaviors. Big terminologies, but you need to know to understand this research. Low inference teaching behaviors basically means something which we can feel, touch, and do something with. this is an high inference teaching behavior. If I say high inference teaching behavior is clarity, this means I understand, I can infer what clarity means, but I can't put my fingers on it very easily. I mean, I can't really quantify it very easily. What is clarity? If somebody tells me my clarity of presentation should increase, different people would understand differently. They would not understand exactly the same thing. I would not be able to improve on my clarity of presentation. So, clarity is high inference teaching behavior. And low inference teaching behavior, LI item teaching behavior on clarity, TBI, teaching behavior inference. LI 8 items meaning there could be many more terms, but you have chosen 8 terms to define clarity. What are those 8 terms? Give several examples of actual concept for each concept. This is something which we can understand. If I tell a new teacher, look, we looked at your teaching behavior and we found students have rated you low on clarity. So, you should improve on your clarity. What would you do? The faculty would not be really able to do anything consistent. Different faculty would do different things. But if on the other hand, we tell him that your high inference teaching behavior clarity is low, you must improve on it, and this is how you improve on it. You should give several examples of each concept. Use concrete everyday examples to explain. You fail to define new and unfamiliar terms. You use graphs and diagrams while explaining. You repeat difficult concepts in several times. Stresses important points by voice modulation. Suggest ways of memorizing difficult ideas. Writes key terms on blackboard overhead screen. Each of these things are doable. Each of these things tell the faculty member what exactly has to be done. She or he understands what is to be done to improve clarity, what is improved by. So, low inference LI 8 means 8 terms. These are 8 terms which have been used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8 refers to LI 8. Low inference 8 item teaching behaviors. Low inference there could be 12 item teaching behaviors, there could be 14 item teaching behavior, there could be 16 item teaching behavior. But this one is an example of 8 item teaching behavior. And because you find within the 8 items, anybody who uses concrete everyday examples to explain is high on clarity, and that's number 1. That's number 1. If you stress important point by voice modulation, that's number 2. If you repeat several difficult concepts several times, that's number 3. Therefore, if I want to tell some faculty member that look, you are low on clarity, so you should improve on clarity. Clarity would be called high inference teaching behavior, and how to improve clarity would be given by low inference teaching behavior, TBI. And those low inference teaching behaviors are easy to touch, feel and implement. Here are other examples. Low inference HI versus LI teaching characteristics, high inference versus low inference teaching characteristics. I am not now given the relative importance, but here I am saying organization of a course. Somebody is weak or somebody strong in organization of a course. If somebody is strong, what does he do? Signals the transition from one topic to the next, puts outline of lecture on blackboard or OHP, explains how each topic fits into course as a whole, gives preliminary overview of the lecture. Are these clear? These are very, very clear instruction that this is what you should do to improve organization, if you are low organization. How do you determine this? This does not come out of the free air. There is a very well documented and very well researched methodology to determine this. The way this is determined is a faculty member who has been found to be high on organization, both by student rating and by examination, the achievement in the examination. I repeat, a faculty member who has been found to be high on organization, the students rating very high on organization capability, and students you find that his organization capability is coming up very high even on student achievement. Then you look at that faculty member or look at such faculty members separately. You come to an agreement with them that sometimes during the next semester when you take the course, because students and the system have found you to be good in organization, we want to find out what you do in organization so that we can train new teachers on organization. Unless we can train new teachers on organization, there is no point in doing the teaching characteristics, determination of teaching characteristics. There is no point at all if we cannot do that. So, we want to observe you what you do, and if he agrees, then you send 2 or 3 observers each, 3 or 4 times in a semester in her class. Those observers would sit in a way so that they are not overtly visible. They are in the class but not making themselves overtly visible, and they would have a form in front of them. Those forms would have things like signals the transition of one topic to the next as one item, puts outline of lecture in blackboard or OHP would be another item, maybe item number 13, gives preliminary overview of lecture could be item number 19, explains each topic, how each topic fits in the course could be lecture number 7, could be item number 7, and like that there could be 8, 10, 9, 12, 13, 14, or if it is LI 8, there could be 8 topics, 8 items. If it is LI 16, there could be 16 other topics. And according to each topic, there will be a box. Each of the observer would observe the faculty and see how many times he signals the transition from one topic to the next. If he does once, that check box. If he does it twice, the check box. The box, corresponding box will be checked. Every time the faculty signals the transition from one topic to the next, they will be checking that particular box. And there will be maybe three observers. At the end of the session, three observers, one semester, they'll come and compare their notes, and they'll find out that if they find that signals transition from one topic to the next is highest by all the observers, small maybe variations, then that is what it means by organization. That has the highest importance. If you find puts outline of lecture on the blackboard or OHP, is been doing this continuously or very frequently, and this is found by all the observers, then that is the next important point in organization. And in that fashion, people find which are the characteristics LITB, low influence teaching behavior, which constitutes the high influence teaching behavior organization. But there would be variations between the observers and orators, and that has to be taken into consideration, and that's what we look at next. It's not possible that I would find that I may have seen that 19 times the faculty has done signals transition from one topic to the next, and another rater finds 22 times. It's perfectly possible. That's inter-rater reliability. This is enthusiasm. We have put only 4. Maybe the raters in the class had LI 12 item low influence teaching behavior. Maybe they had that. Maybe they had 16. Out of the 16, they have taken only 4. And what is this 4? Enthusiasm means, according to low influence teaching behavior, moves about the room while teaching, shows inflection and variation in tone of voice, gestures with hands and arms, maintains eye contact with students. These are the things which a faculty who is known to have high enthusiasm does in the class, and this has been found by the raters who have been put in discreetly during the sessions with agreement from the faculty. Now, inter-rater reliabilities and correlations with student ratings, overall teaching effectiveness for example of low influence teaching behaviors. Pull data for N is equal to 424 teachers. 424 teachers were agreed to submit themselves for evaluation, and clarity was the teaching behavior which was being measured. What we found is that for clarity, the observers found uses concrete examples has the highest correlation with student rating. We found that for this 424 teachers, clarity is the teaching behavior, and it meant uses concrete examples. And he found that teachers with high clarity presented uses concrete examples. So we are trying to find out what clarity exactly means, and we are using in this particular case reasonably low number of low inference teaching behaviors, and we find that teachers with high clarity uses concrete examples. Okay? How do I find that out? We find that out by putting in observers discretely about 3 times in the semester in his class or in her class, and checkbox various items. One of those items is uses concrete examples, and we find that the correlationship with the student rating is 0.47. and iterator reliability is 0.76. Iterator reliability means if there are 3 iterators, they would not, sometimes they would miss one, sometimes they would make a mistake and add 2, and this kind of reliability problem comes in. So, the iterator reliability is also worked out and is found at 0.76, which is pretty high. 0.76 is a pretty high iterator reliability. And we find that traces most important points. Iterator reliability is 0.78 and correlation with student rating is 0.61. Repeat difficult ideas, iterator reliability is 0.66 and correlation with student rating is 0.30 and significant at 0.05 level, which means they are pretty high, they are very, very significant indeed. What does this table show us? This table shows us a great deal indeed. It tells us what clarity is. That means a new faculty comes in and joins the course, and we are organizing a faculty development program, and we tell them that this is good teaching. And what is good teaching? We tell them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things which we had found out earlier. We say these are good teachings. This is good teaching. If you want your student achievement to maximize, the course organization should be very good, because that has importance 1. The clarity of presentation should be very good. 2. Perceived outcome instruction should be 3. Similarly, 4. These are the things which you should be high if you are going to be a good teacher or a new teacher. Okay. Now, this is student achievement. Or if you want to go by overall student rating, again the very similar course organization, clarity, these should be there. The faculty looks at you with a rather strange expression. He says, what should I do to improve clarity? What should I do to improve course organization? Then you go and say, this is what you would do. This is course organization. This is clarity, and for clarity, this is what you should do. This is what you should do. This is what you should do, and in that order. And exactly how much does it contribute to your good teaching? This is how it comes in. Clarity, if you use concrete examples, then that not only improves clarity and improves your good teaching, it does so with a student rating correlation of 0.47. If you trace most important points, this would improve clarity even more. It will be 0.61. If you repeat difficult ideas, it improves clarity, but not as much as this, not as much as this. So this is the highest important. Stasis the most important points, and then the most important point is use just concrete examples, and then the most important point is 0.30, repeat difficult ideas. So what is clarity? What exact actions improve clarity by what, how much is clearly found out. Now, expressiveness is a teaching behavior, which is one of the teaching behaviors, and that is a high inference teaching behavior. But what is expressiveness? Expressiveness shows facial expressions, gestures with hands and arms, and speaks effectively or dramatically. These are 3 of the important characteristics of expressiveness, which expressiveness being a high inference teaching behavior, and these are the low inference teaching behaviors which express them. Which one of them is most important? Speaks effectively or dramatically, because this is a correlation with student rating of 0.63. This shows facial expressions is next important, has a correlation of 0.42. Gestures with hands and arms has 0.38. So even with expressiveness, which is an important characteristic in making a good teacher, so when you design a faculty development program and you want your teacher to be effective, these are the things which you can do, and this is how they will improve things or not. And of course, iterator reliability is also given, and you can find the iterator reliability is 0.89, 0.84, 0.78, as they do the check mark. Similar kind of thing for interaction. You find interaction is important for good teaching, but address the students by name, students don't care that much, it's 0.36. Praise the students for good ideas, 0.36. Ask questions of class as a whole, 0.26. And you can easily work out all the high inference teaching behaviors in terms of low inference teaching behaviors, which means each one can be taught individually without giving a general idea that this is what you should do. I think I'll take it up the rest in the next class.